Welcome. I know I'm running a little late. Just got home, wolfed down some food, and, well, here we are. We're back in the dungeon. um, so, yeah, we were, I was at my nephew's ninth birthday party. So, yeah. Um, actually, the gift I get, well, maybe it's not a gift, I don't know. But I actually gave him one of these t-shirts. Yeah. 2 hours late. I ain't 2 hours late. Any girls meet any mamas? What? Huh? What? 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 I'm not 2 hours late. I'm like, I don't even know what time it is. I'm 11 minutes late. Actually, technically not even 11 minutes. I'm only like 9 minutes late. So, what the deal? What the deal? What the deal, huh? Bob, Tim. Looks like we had Keep On Truckin'. Who else did we have up in here? It said 6 o'clock. No, it shouldn't have. It should have said 5 West Coast time, which is 7 my time. I'm not late. I'm telling you. 7 o'clock every Sunday. No matter what it says, 7 o'clock every Sunday. Y'all know this. Come on now. Come on. No, like I said, I'm running a little late because we just got home. Spent pretty much all afternoon with my little nephew. Me and Jake and Elle. Okay, sure, we can go with that. I don't know. Okay, sure. But yeah, so no, I was a few minutes late. I apologize. But like I said, was at my nephew's birthday party, and had to, I mean, family stuff. I mean, just because I can't tolerate some of my family doesn't mean I, you know, don't want to support the rest of them. But it's all good. It's all good. Ow. Uh, Going to work at the truck stop, getting some exercise. Flatbed is kicking my rear. It's because you're what do the young people call it? You're old. We are old. That's that's what happens. And I wanted to do this outside because it's absolutely gorgeous outside. It's like 65 degrees or something like that. It's beautiful outside. Um, but the wind is blowing, and without having a little microphone for the phone, all you're gonna hear is so yeah. The doctors say we all need to lose 50 pounds. So even if you're 120 and 7 feet 3, you still need to lose 50 pounds. So the way I look at that, Bob, is if you feel good, you're good. You're healthy. I mean, your body knows. I don't know what the hell that was. I need to lose 50 pounds. Mr. Bacon, you're like 10 years old, dude. I mean, unless if you're like a little rolling beach ball on two little stubby legs, like a Oompa Loompa, I don't think you need to worry about losing 51 pounds. Wait for it. Wait for it. See, there it is. I'm 15. He's probably doing that look, too, every time I call him like a different age. I know you're 15. It's a joke. God dang, man. Calm it down. So, parking pass is 14 bucks. You give me 5 and I will hook you up front row. Dude, I've got all the front row. You guys are in the front row. Front row. I mean, hello? My doctor says you should weigh what you did not. Oh, you should wait. What you did in high school. Um, if that's the case, then I need to gain about 25 pounds. So, yeah, I think I'm good. Ugh. So yeah, my cousin, my little nephew, not my cousin, my little nephew, he turned 9 years old. The kid is huge. It's like I said, I gave him one of these shirts since y'all don't want one. Uh, just kidding, just kidding. Um, but no, I gave him one of these shirts, and thank God I gave him the right size. But he's a men's large already. He's 9 years old. He's gonna be like the next fucking Andre the Giant. It's ridiculous. I need to lose about 175 pounds. Oh, well, good luck with that. Sure you have, Bob. Sure you have. I've only gained 20 pounds in fat, but I've lost 30 pounds in muscles. Uh huh. You just keep telling yourself that, homie. Ain't nothing wrong with fried chicken and steak. The sweets, I can, yeah. I mean, the only real sweet that I drink is this. So, I mean, the sweet things, I don't. I mean, minus minus the soda. I'm good. I'm good. uh, but well, I went from 31-inch waist to a 44-inch waist, but only gained 20 pounds. My arms and legs have shrank. I bet I'm taller than you. Probably. I don't even know. I don't. Do you even know how tall I am? No. Mr. Bacon getting all competitive up in here. Jeez, jeez. Some 10-year-olds. I'm telling you. Oh, sorry, 12-year-olds. Just just gotta be all all like up in your junk. 2 feet 5. He's not a midget, everybody. He's a little person. Okay, let's make that perfectly clear. And wait a minute. What classifies a little person? What classifies a midget? All I did for the last 2 years was sit my on my way station. Ooh, okay, that had to hurt. Um, Mr. Bacon with the BRBs again. He'll probably come in at the last 10 minutes of the live stream. All right, so here's the thing. Speaking of live stream, um, you guys spoke. A whelming, a whopping 87, no, 80% said they want one stream on Sundays for 2 hours. 20% said that they wanted um, two streams at 1 hour. So we'll stick with the 2 hours on Sundays. And actually, you know what? I gotta start making some videos. I'm like clueless on what to vlog for you guys, right? I'm trying some new game stuff. Epic Legend is the game that I'm playing. It's free to download PCs. I don't know about consoles, but I know the PC side of it. It's free to play. It's free to download. It's free to play. It is an absolute blast. All right, it's a first person shooter. Pew pew. I suck at it, but I was gonna try to do some videos on it. Come to find out that EA Sports, one of the parent companies of this game, or it's the publishing company, I believe it is. Yeah, had a run-in with EA Sports a while ago. Um, Wait a minute. Might try it. Tired of Europeans back. Yeah, well, here's the thing. KOA, right? King of Avalon. Um, Nothing. This is not. You're peanuts, man. Sit down, Mr. Bacon. He had to go. He actually had to go measure himself. That's why he BRB'd. No. I got you. I'm taller than you. By like a half inch. A half inch, 3/4 of an inch, but it was yeah. So Bob's 6'3". He's tall. He's about a half inch taller than me, or about an inch taller than me. Uh, um, but no, Epic Legends. It's super fun. It's super fun. Even though I'm really bad at it, it's a lot of fun. It's the way Fortnite and PUBG should have been. Um, the only downside is, since it's a free game, right now the hackers and modders and copy paster people are pretty rampant. Um, there was an update in June, from what I've been told. 55,000 people got banned, permanent ban, perma bans, whatever you want to call them. But if you guys want to play, trust me, it's free to download. There's no, there's no spyware. There's no nothing. I mean, because hello, I got it on my business computer. Um, okay, seriously, what is? I know the lighting sucks in this room. I know that. I'm sorry. Um, F Twitter. I do not tweet. I do not twat. I don't nothing. I I have a Twitter account and I absolutely hate using it. Busted. Tim. Okay, now Tim is a midget. He's a midget. But anyways, getting back to the game. I wanted to record it for you guys, but I don't care. Bring 10 grand. You can come get it. I don't give a crap. Hell, where are you? You can be here right now. It'll fire up right now today. Well, minus kind of banging on the brake drums to get the rust to break loose, which won't be that hard. But you better be driving now if you want to be here tomorrow. I mean, you could leave tomorrow, but you ain't gonna get here until like tomorrow night. But yeah. So if you guys have PC, I am playing it. I'm currently like level 37 or some bullshit like that. I'm actually gonna play it as soon as we get off the live stream. Truckstop Gaming is my name on there. Come find me. Look me up. So getting back to the thought of trading my Mustang for a C40 4500. Well, that's the only decision. I wouldn't do it, but I can't. Mr. Phillip in the house. Yo, yo, yo. What up, chump? So, Tim, just go. Wait a minute. What? Just go work for RST. The little fat guy show drives there. You mean CRST? No. No. And while I started the video, I have it on my computer screen so I can see your comments a little bit better. And yeah, guess what was the opener commercial for me? A CRST commercial. No. No, not gonna happen. I actually tried to go to CRST Malone, right? The owner operator side of it. And yeah, get all the way through orientation. And the last minute, they decided not to hire me and refused to pay me. RST? I don't know what RST. Look them up. It's gotta, I don't know. Oh, I'm not even gonna bother. Because I don't, here's the thing. CRST Malone. They got me all the way down to Oklahoma City. 4 days of orientation. My own truck. Stuff like that. 4 days. Got the plate. Was getting lettered put on the side box of the truck. And out of the blue, bam. Yep, we're not going to hire you. And first they made me go on a driving test, right? Which is fine. I have no problem with that. And were asking me all sorts of weird questions, everything like that. And yeah, the very last minute, nope, we're not going to hire you. What? Nope, we're not going to hire you. Well, why? We're just not going to hire you. Oh, okay. I'm like, sure. I don't even do it. It's been many years ago. I don't even remember what the questions were. I just remember they were asking me some like weird questions, like you know, um, how far back do you stay, and how many seconds do you wait before you change lanes, and all this other stuff. No, 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 no. No. CRST Malone is the owner operator side of CRST, which no, no. I have seen so many of their trucks, especially on Highway 54, almost cause wrecks and just do stupid stuff. And I just was like, nope, 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 nope. And I don't know anything about the company. Right? I don't know anything about the company. Um, what the hell was that? Yeah, Falcon closed, and then another big company in Alabama closed. Yesterday, Friday, Thursday or Friday. They closed. They just shut them down. Yep. Drivers, all over the country. Nope. Find your own way home. Okay. Well, good for him. He's another one of those drama trucking YouTubers that I don't want anything to do with. um, kind of just, I'm enjoying doing my own thing. And that whole group, you know, Little Dog, him, something Viking, uh, flag YouTubers. And are we supposed to drop what's a flag YouTuber? Mr. Bacon, you're confusing me here. Yeah, all them guys. I just yeah. I mean, we've talked about it before. I'm not going to go down that road. Um, not today. Uh, but I'm thinking of. So there's a kid. I cannot think of his name. It literally, Tim, it is. That's all it is. It's just drama, 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 drama. And you know what? I have too much other stuff to worry about than what these other people are doing. Yeah, right, Bob. I mean, you're out doing your job. You're thinking everything's hunky dory. You get a message over the Qualcomm saying park it. We'll explain later. They don't explain. Everything shuts off. Nothing works. Yeah, I honestly, the Mr. Bacon, the thing, the reason why I don't, the real reason why I don't watch any of the other trucking YouTubers, and I'm not really a trucking YouTuber right now. I'm just a unemployed trucking YouTuber. um, is they're doing their own thing, and eventually they all kind of start following each other, and most of the time it's not done intentionally. But I don't want to be that person. I want to put out content that I find relevant for me. Maybe for you guys it might be 7 months past, it may not have happened yet, but I want to put out content for you guys that is relevant to me and possibly relevant to you guys at that particular moment. um, like the video that I want to try to shoot tomorrow, because I'm going to run out of daylight. Um, literally. but, but, uh, um, but the one I want to try to shoot was basically inspired from another guy, and I can't. It starts with a V, and he made a comment on one of the videos, and he's young. He started in trucking just a few years ago, and then no, this is still a truck stop gaming channel. I started Saturday. Ay, ay, ay. But I wanted to get more information about it, and I wanted to form my own opinions about it, and I want to do a video about it. It happened a few months ago, um, which is fine, but I knew about it then. I just didn't have. I didn't really. It didn't make. First of all, it didn't make much sense to me, but second of all, I wanted to form my own thought avenue on it. And when he did the video, it was like, okay. So, I'm going to try to do a 10, 15-minute video about that. The videos are going to get a little bit longer, maybe. I wish I could do some driving videos, but it's probably not going to happen for a little while, which, whatever. It is what it is. What the F was that? My computer's possessed. I also want to tell you a funny spider story, so you guys can laugh at me some more, because it was really funny. And it's 100% true. This is how bad I do not like spiders. Seriously. Oh, now it's freaking working. Spiders, yippee! Gotta get me some coffee. Well, I'm not telling you now. I want to do a video because, like I said, I'm without having the driving videos. Um, I'm really struggling to come up with. Who are you people? Okay. Anyways, you guys. I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna close this out because that's afterwards. I'm looking at my all of a sudden my Apex Legend thing started working because the chat was down for me today, which was fine because I was gone most of the day. But all of a sudden now it's like bam, 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 bam. So my other monitor is like just completely freaking out here. But yeah, I'm not gonna tell you guys today. But I'm struggling to find stuff to bring you guys. So seriously, if you have Tim. So if you guys have any, ideas, whatever, you should do a mudding video. I like what spin tires, mud. What was it, Mud Runner, whatever that game? I can. I don't really. I used to have a mud hole down. I mean, I've shown you guys where the mud hole used to be, but to take the landsled in that, no, because I don't have anything big enough to pull the landslide out when I get a foot in, because it's going to go right to the frame rail. That's no joke. The mud truck, the mud truck that I had before, it would be epic. No, it would not be epic. It would be a pain in the butt and probably expensive. No, because the mud truck that I had before, I think there's pictures floating around somewhere. I don't even remember. But I put a 6-inch lift on it at first, and then I put a 4-inch body lift on it. Well, then I took the 4-inch body lift off, and I put a 12-inch lift in it. Ran 54-inch tires. When I made my upload that got pulled for copyright, I made it on my phone, transferred to a laptop, then uploaded it to YouTube. Wish I knew how to send you videos. Email. You can always email me them, but they have to be under a certain, you know, megabyte. I think it's 25 megabytes or whatever. The other thing is Dropbox. and I do not have a Dropbox. I've heard a lot of bad things about Dropbox. They use a lot of spyware. They use a lot of malware. I just don't want to go down that road. And then if anybody gets your ID, basically your name, anybody and everybody can send you stuff, and sometimes it's yes, as long as they're under, I think it's 25 megabytes. I believe it is, Bob. I'm running all stock setup on my 80s Ford Ranger. Oh, you mean the one that you can't even take to a drag strip because it's going to fall apart before you even leave the line? That one? The one that you mentioned like a couple times, a couple Sundays ago? um, I think so. I know Gmail requires it. I think 25 megabytes or under. So you'll have to check. I think. Well, I'm pretty sure you're using Gmail. So if you're using Gmail, I think it's 25 megabytes or under. Um, but yeah, then we took the 12-inch lift off, and we put a custom chassis underneath it, and then we put the 12-inch lift back on it. But we did a four-link system. So, oh, good lord. Okay. Um, so yeah, we did basically an actual monster truck chassis underneath it, and then we put the suspension of a monster truck on it, and then we ran 64-inch tall tractor tires. They were about that big. So we were that truck evolved into that, and it went deep. That's not what she said, but it went deep. So that hole down there at the end of the driveway started out to be like 2, 3 feet deep. It is now, I think when we measured it, when we dug it out and put peat moss in there, um, it was like almost 9 feet deep. So yeah, the landsled would sink like a submarine in some gooey, sticky gunk. And I walked down there because it's been flooding around here. Um, it's yeah, it's definitely wet. I walked down there to go check it and kind of just see what was going on because I'm afraid of it washing into the creek and the creek developing a lake right there. Um, so every once in a while I just kind of go walk down there and just check it. And yeah, I started to sink up to my ankles in the mud, and I wasn't even close to the hole yet. So yeah. All right, Mr. Bacon. Thank you for coming to hang out. Um, so yeah, the mudding videos, probably not. Not with the landslide. um, but yeah, it was a lot of fun when I had that mud hole. Freaking insurance company. Freaking insurance company. So what else? What else? Um, I honestly did have a list of stuff that I was going to talk about today, but I forgot. We found out it floats with just 65 miles on the. Well, and the funny thing is there's a well, there used to be. I don't know what happened to that. When I sold the mud, well, when I traded the mud truck for my '86 Monty, um, straight from the dealer to the mud hole. Well, when I sold my or traded my mud truck for the Monte Carlo, which by circumstance it is now for sale. Um, I don't know what the hell the price is going to be because I can't. There's nothing online that I can compare it to. So yeah, it's probably going to start out pretty high, but it's going to have to stay pretty high because there's not a lot of genuine T-topped '86 Monte Carlo SSs for sale. So, and mine's in actually pretty good shape. It's not perfect by any means, but it's a great starter car. Um, So if you know anybody that wants to buy an 86 Monte Carlo T-tops with very little rust, call me. What was it? Oh, once I traded it for that, um, I I got out of the mudding world. I want to get back into it, but you gotta have money to do that. What you do is take a day and wash and wax the Monte Carlo and 362. That sounds like a lot of work. Actually, I need to. I seriously need to. I'm not gonna wax the truck because that's like trying to wax the Empire State Building from the ground or a ladder, and I don't do ladders. I can spray some rain. I'll just go out there and flip some Rain-X on it. No, but I do need to get out and wash both of them. I want to get the lunchbox moved, so it's not like parked where it is. I actually want to get some. We've got some cinder blocks, just those little the half slab ones or whatever you want to call them. I want to get underneath all the tires so it don't sink into the hole into the mud. Uh, yeah, well, yeah, but carnauba wax you shouldn't really do it in the sun. And I mean, you've seen where the lunchbox is. There's no shade for it anymore, so um, and it would take a couple hours. So if I did it in the evening, when the shade does finally get over that area, I'd have to go really fast. But no, I'm gonna try to do something. The money, I have to get it out of there. I have to get it covered, um, because of all the. I mean, you guys saw it. It's horrendous right now. Uh, Come on, man. You don't have sun up there. We have sun. You get burned in 20 minutes here. Yeah, well, that is true too. But we, yeah, no, unfortunately, we have the sun. And we burn up here just as fast. Yeah, remember, most of us up here glow in the dark even in the daytime. So, yeah, we burn stupid quick. You guys got a base, you got that tan that doesn't leave. You look tan as we glow in the daytime. See, that all works. But but no, I do got to get the Monte Carlo out, and I think I'm gonna try to do some maybe a video or a live stream of getting that started. Maybe filling up the tires, moving it around. Um, I'm afraid to start it because I'm sure that rear main seal is completely gone in it now, and it's probably gonna start smoking like a monkey. But you know, maybe it's getting warm outside, so you never know. But I got to get it out of there. I got to get it dusted, washed off, and you know, I already got pictures of it from last year. So, I'm gonna try to maybe make a post or something. See what. I would run it just to dry the motor. Huh? Oh, you mean like wash the motor? No, 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 no. I don't wash motors. There's, there's, I have a special way or a unique way of doing it because if there's any electrical issues, you know as well as I do, if there's any electrical issues, a pressure washer or a garden hose slapped up in there, you will find it and it won't go away. um, so I don't really do motor washes, but we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? That's why I never did a motor wash in the truck. Because once you get that crust built up, especially on a Caterpillar, like the head gaskets and stuff like that, or the spacer plate gaskets, I meant the fluid, heat them up and dry them out. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cook off easier. Yeah. Cook off eater. I think you meant easier, right? Or cook off eater. I don't know what the cook off eater. Oh, water. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But one step at a time. Tires are completely flat. Thing hasn't run for like 4 years. It's got racing fuel in it, with additives, so I know the fuel's fine in the tank. Um, but I don't think it's still going to be a bitch to start. I can tell you right now. Um, but we may do it. Like I said, it's getting warmer outside. You know, maybe I'll make a video of it. Maybe I'll just do a live stream of it. I don't know. Figure something out. But that's, a couple more weeks. Yeah. Yep. It's an 86, dude. There's no electric fuel pump in this one. I know in some 86s there was, but um, this one is the throttle body mechanical. It's the carbureted, or TPI, I think is what it's called. The carbureted throttle body. But yeah, this one doesn't have a electric fuel pump. It's all mechanical yet. I think it was the last version of the TPI throttle body before it went to, because I think it was 86, 87 is when GM started to convert it overall to electric fuel pump. This one doesn't have it. No. That's why I was fine with putting racing fuel and additive in it, because I knew it was gonna last. It wasn't gonna eat anything out. And then, like I said, the kid that bought it, or I traded it for the mud truck, I don't think he knew what he had, but it's not a bad car. I mean, the transmission's definitely been built. How good? I don't know. It hasn't fallen out yet, but then again, I haven't really driven it too much. I kick myself in the arse every time you mention that car. I could have got one from the original owner for 10K 8 years ago. Look, Sharon, yeah. The funny thing is like, I've always loved, because I'm a child of the 80s, right? I was born in late 70s. All the 80s cars, so like the Cutlasses, the Monte Carlos, the pickup trucks, everything was square. Everything was, it was square, slanted, or lifted or slant, whatever. But everything was square. Like the Buick Regals, the Grand Nationals. Oh my God, there are so many cars in the 80s that are hugely popular now. So when it came to the Monte Carlos, this kid messaged me, right? I put an ad up for the mud truck, trying to sell it and everything like that. And he's like, well, I got an 86 Monte Carlo. And I'm like, okay, I like that. Well, then I started we started talking, and he showed me a picture of it. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's an SS. And he's like, yeah. He goes, I got it from a guy. He goes, I'm the third owner of it. He was the second owner of it. But the guy, that he got it from was the original owner. And, but I passed one up when I bought my Buick Skylark GSX. Now, if you've never heard of a Skylark GSX, you got to look it up, because they were ultra rare. It was the Skylark that got converted into the GSX, which the GSX eventually became the 442, and so on down the line, and then it became the GSX again, and the whole Buick line, especially during those years, I think it was like 15 years, transformed. So basically, the GSX became the Skylark became the GSX again, the GSX became the Grand Nationals, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. So yeah, I had an ultra rare. I thought I had a picture down here, but I don't have a picture down here. So it looked like a Nova, right? It looked like the early '70 Novas, the cool ones. So it looked a lot like that, but it was in 1976, which was the last year the Buick Skylark GSX was made, and it was only made for that year anyways. but but yeah, it's just okay. Where were we going with this? Oh, but I had an opportunity of buying an original. Um, oh my God, those things were ridiculously fast. But yeah, I bought that instead of buying the Monte Carlo SS, the original Monte Carlo SS. I think it had like 30,000 miles on it or something like that, and I could have bought it for like $7,500. But yeah, the Shelby Chargers, the Daytonas, oh, those things were ridiculous. I had a Daytona, but it wasn't the Shelby. It was just a standard Daytona, and even that thing was wicked quick. But then the because I had I had the V6 in mind. Um, Shit, I can't remember the motor size, but it was a five speed. But then when I ran it, right before I sold it, the engine was vapor locking. Come to find out, that was a huge problem with the non Shelby Daytonas. Where you going, Tim? Get your happy ass back up in here. Yeah, yeah. Those Shelby Daytonas. Oh my God, they were freaking stupid. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. He's gonna go watch his dead people thing. Oh, well, okay, Tim. Oh, feel better, man. Go do what you do. Thanks for coming to hang out. Oh, by the way, Tim, before you go, how'd your coffee taste in the Truck Stop Gaming coffee mug? So Tim was the very first person to order something off the merch store, and again, I'm not gonna plug, but it'll be down below, or look anywhere in the just look, you'll find it. Um, but yeah, so he got it a couple weeks ago. So he sent me a picture of it when he first got it, and then he sent me a picture of it with his very first cup of coffee. So good. I knew my shocks were weak when. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing too with that Daytona, because we ended up putting a super small turbo on it, and because I know I just had the regular Daytona. I didn't have the Shelby Daytona or anything like that. Um, but yeah, that car when you would goose on it, if you knew you knew. But yeah, it would literally the back end would squat and it would try to go, but all it would do is just spin the tires. So now the Daytonas were rear-wheel drive, but the Daytona Shelbys were rear-wheel drive. The Daytonas were what's that other one that was just like it? And I can't remember, but that was front-wheel drive. So when you squatted, when it squatted and wanted to go, first of all, that the other one I can't remember the front-wheel drive one name, but it never had enough power, so you couldn't even spin it on ice. But the Daytona and then my Daytona, the version that I had, were basically identical. It's just one was supercharged or turboed and hot rodded by Shelby, and then mine was basically just the standard Daytona. Yeah, but um, mine wasn't front wheel drive, and the Daytona. Wait a minute, I'm gonna try to find this. I'm gonna try to find this. 85 front wheel drive. I can't remember what year mine was. I'll know it as soon as I see it. I'm actually googling it right now, so if I see it, I'll post the picture, the link for a picture or something. No, 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 no. Ugh, no, no. think mine was like an 88. No, it was a 93. It was a 93 Daytona. I don't. What the fuck does a Corvette have to do with a Daytona car? Okay, wait a minute. We gotta figure something else out here. Woo. Come on. So I think it was a 93. Whoa. Can I please? It is right here. Actually, that is mine. That looks just like mine. Um, Except for I changed the wheels. Yeah, yep. Yep, here is mine. Alright. That's what mine was. And then, um, the Shelby Daytona in that body style was even more ridiculous. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, see, mine was all black, just like that one that I posted. It was all black, had the louvers in the back window, was a hatchback, ridiculously stupid fast. Here's the. Yeah, see the Shelby. If you go to that link and then or search in Shelby Daytona Shelby, um, they look identical. They're identical, but one is built by Shelby or influenced by Shelby, and the other one is just a Dodge product. And but it was still stupid quick. Um, but yeah, that's what one of my cars looked like. And then oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. The vets would get you in the long run, but like Camaros and like when I had that car, Z24s were hugely popular. Basically a Cavalier, right? Z24s were hugely popular, and they were wicked fast. Um, but that black Daytona, it would eat them alive, eat them alive. Um, I'm gonna show you guys another car that I had. Uh, was it 83? It's the ugliest fucking car ever. No joke, it's so ugly. But, and this is literally the color of my car. It is so ugly. Here, check this one out. This is one of mine as well too. This car, I ended up. Whoa. Okay, there we go. I ended up nose diving into a ditch. So it's a 1983 Ford EXP, right? It was the most ugliest thing because it was a cross between an Escort and a Mustang. So it had an Escort-ish body with a Mustang drivetrain. It sucked. It sucked so bad. It was the worst designed layout car ever. The biggest engine you could get was a 1.4 cylinder, 1.4 4 cylinder. So 1.4 4 cylinder as I knock my glasses off. Um, and we ended up, um, we boarded out. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, they were so ugly. They were so ugly. I paid $900 for that car, right? And I stuck almost $1,000 into the engine. So we had a 1.4 cylinder that was bored out, stroked. We had some head work done to it, and it from the factory it pushed like 180 horsepower. Right when we put it on the dyno, My little red Ford EXP like that was laying down 285 horsepower to the ground. It blew everything up. It wrecked the transmission. It wrecked the crank. It wrecked everything, and and it would wreck tires because it was stupid light in the front. You would think, oh, that car looks pretty well balanced. No, 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 no. The front was almost 100. Are you surprised? For what? I remember what for. Oh no, that well back then yes, because I was just getting into like my own car stuff. I mean, I've been in car stuff for a very very long time, but I was starting to develop my own like taste in cars. Um, yeah, but but the front of those cars were almost 200 pounds lighter than the back, so there was a huge weight imbalance, and it would light the tires up just like that. You could be in fifth gear running down the highway 70 miles an hour. You burp the throttle and it just would kind of go like that and you could literally come to a stop spinning. I burned so many tires off in that car. It was ridiculous. I hated that car. Hated that car. Hated it. All right, one more. One more. I'm gonna see if I can find. Oh yeah, because I mean we would race like IROC Z's Camaros with that thing, because it was like 1,000 pounds lighter than a full-bodied IROC, and we would smoke them, and the thing was so stupid light, but yet stupid awkward looking, and with the beefed up 1.4 cylinder in it, I mean it was like a lawnmower on nitrous. I mean it was the dumbest thing ever. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of my car. I still love this car, and I wish I would have never ever sold it to those people. Can I please find a good one? No? No? Shut the front door. That is my car. That's my car. It's been beat the fuck out of, but that's my car. Who has this? I put those stickers on. That's my hood scoop. Oh my god, okay. It's still in Minnesota. Oh, how do I get a hold of this person? I will buy that thing back. I don't care how broke I am. That is my car. All right, okay, hold on, sorry. This is literally my car. No joke. This is my car. There. This is the one that I sold to a bunch of kids. This one has the 327 Corvette HO motor in it. But this is the Buick Skylark GSX. I own two in my life. I owned this one, which was a standard trunk, and then I owned a blue hatchback. But this was my car. Oh my God. It's in rough shape now. It is in so rough shape. That is my car. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this is my car. The wheels are different. It's got a ton of rust on it, but that's my hood scoop. You notice how we didn't mold it to the front? Oh my God, that's my car. How do you find people? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The Aspen, Le Mans, the Novas, they all were. How do you find? How do you find people? How do you visit website? I don't know what the visit website means. I built that car. Those aren't even my seats that I had in there. Those were my seats. They're red and black. Oh my god. Visit website. I don't see a website though. That's the thing. Yeah, see, it just comes up with just pictures. It doesn't come up with a website. I would bring this car back to life. I know there's no parts for it and it would all have to be hand built, but I would bring this car back to life because I loved this car. Even with the ridiculous hood scoop on it. And you know what? I was 18, 20 years old when I first bought this car and built the engine and put it in and starting to do things with it. Yeah, the hood scoop was a little ridiculous, but it was functional and it really did work. Uh, oh, it's in Stuart, Minnesota. Shut the front door. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I found something. I'm definitely gonna have to. When was this posted? That's my shifter. This is definitely my car. The guy took out the Corvette engine, the 327 in it though. I can tell you that right now. All right, how do I get a hold of this person? I might need to start a GoFundMe page to buy this car back. Oh yeah, see, they changed it. It's got a 400-inch cubic inch block in it now. So somebody took out the 327. Yeah, this thing's been trashed. Come from when I had it. Nice. I cannot believe that that literally is my car. That was the last one that I owned. The first one was um, a blue and white hatchback with the exact same hood scoop on it. The exact same hood scoop. That one there was for fake. It just had a 350 engine in it and wasn't whatever. But that one there was that yeah. Oh my god. I that was a surprise. That was a surprise. I did not need to see that right now because I really did love that car and I regretted selling it to those kids. Ah, man. That car, yeah, that car came with a V6 in it. And I found a junked out 65 or a 68 Corvette with the HO 420 or 327 in it, and I took the engine, motor mounts, and bell housing, and I bought it all for like $50. Rebuilt the 327, which nobody at the time carried rebuild kits for it, so I had to go scrounge from piece to piece to piece. Actually, called different manufacturers. Rebuilt the thing, and man, that thing would rip and snort. But that is my car. That is my car. Oh my god. And that's the CB radio that I had in it. Yep, because I bought it for $10 from my cousin. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that poor car. It looks like it's been tore the hell up. Oh. Okay. Anyways, well, I wanna leave that for later. I'll deal with that later. But um, and then yeah, because my very first car was the blue version. The first one was the blue version. This one I bought up in Duluth, and I trailered it back home when I moved back down to South Central, or well, basically South Central Minnesota, and yeah, oh man, that car, oh that car, and it had Sparco seats before Sparco was even huge. I bought the seats and the covers for it was like $50 a piece. They're genuine racing seats with genuine leather covers on them. But yeah, they're Sparco seats before Sparco even blew up. Now Sparco, you can't even touch a Sparco seat for like less than $500. And but yeah, Sparco seats. It had a Z shifter in it, a slap Z shifter. Um, my first ride was a '67 short bed F100, 71 International Rock Crawler. Oh yeah, those straight sixes, bulletproof. You could run them out of oil, and it's like a John Deere tractor. You think it's about ready to stop turning? No, it just went conk. Those things were ridiculously powerful. And torquey. They weren't top end, but they could pull anything and everything. They could pull a the hell was that? But yeah, they could pull a Sherman tank with two backhoes behind it. It was ridiculous. Those things were ridiculously torquey. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Those two vacuum. Literally, there was one on one side of the. There was one on one side of the carburetor and one on the other side of the carburetor, and that's all there was to it. Uh, what the what? Yeah, but the nice thing about the new cars today is for less money, you can create more power. Um, and I wish I could freaking make a comment with this dude, but it won't let me. Damn it. Oh well. Oh well. But yeah, the nice thing is the newer cars with 50, $60, you can make 100, 200 extra horsepower. Back then you had to do valves, you had to do heads, you had to do cams, you had to do but to me that was fun and it was better. I mean I understood it more than I do the cars now. But yeah, there's nothing like older cars. Yep, jets, carbs. If you run in a 650 CFM, going up to a 750 or even an 800, 900 carburetor, whatever. Uh, yeah, doing jets. You could even go up one hotter spark plug and gain 10 horsepower. Cool it down. Just drop the hotness of the spark plug down 2 degrees and you can gain 25 horsepower or whatever. There was so many ins and outs and don't do's and don'ts and everything like that. It was kind of one of those, you either hit it or you went on the rest of your life trying to figure it out. It was just one of those weird things. But ow. Oh yeah, yeah. I put the engine out at my grandparents' house. Um, Me and my uncle, not Uncle Poopsie, but a different uncle. Um, we put the motor mounts in. We got the motor all hung. We got it right, everything like that. But I remember in this right in one of the houses that me and my mom and stepdad lived in, right out on the street, putting a transmission in. I mean, right on the street, you know. Um, Basically, everything. I mean, you can't see it in the pictures, but put the roll cage in. Um, Everything, yeah, right down the street. Oh yeah, that was back when the neighbor hated me because I had because I wanted to put uh, oh yeah, yeah, no, no kidding, Steve, yeah. I mean the new cars are just oh yeah, exactly, Bob. Yeah, the new cars are so with the trend of the 80s, right, or even 70s, kind of sticking with everybody now. All the dealerships underrate their cars. So, for example, let's say the new Silverados, right, or 1500 Ram pickups with the Hemis. They're saying that they're anywhere from 380 to 420 horsepower, but that's just because of the tune. In reality, with a simple unlock and a remap of timing and air and fuel mixture, even the valve timings, because they're all independently controlled now, you can unlock 500 plus horsepower with just a click of a button. Um, but I think they're staying underrated because of the insurance stuff that has followed through the last few decades. Especially in the '70s when the 442 was rated at like 380 horsepower, but in reality it was like 500 and something for insurance values, um, and taxes and stuff like that. Like the Grand National was rated for 383 horsepower, but it full boost it was close to 600 horsepower. Whatever. I'm not 100% sure at this particular time, but there was a big gap difference. This is what they sold, but this is what they actually were making. Camaros, Mustangs, everybody was doing it. Buick, Pontiac, Plymouth. Dodge. Everybody was doing it. They were just undervaluing their horsepower rating, and I see it a lot today. Especially like in the new cars. Um, just literally a click of a button, boom, boom, boom. You're 200 horsepower plus, bam, just like that. $150 later. It's ridiculous. But yeah, but back when, if you guys seen the link of my car, literally my car, um, I'll have to show pictures of it. Yep, yep. It's yeah. It was the EPA. It was also car insurance, and then the dealer responsibility. So like Chevy would like, and I'm just using Chevy as an example, but they would come out with the Camaro, right? They they would list it at 390 horsepower, whatever it was. 390 horsepower. We're just going to use that for a number. But in reality, it was making like 420, 480, 4, blah, 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 or even 500. Um, it was reality making it there. But yeah, the EPA, especially in the 70s, it was for the EPA, big time for the insurance, but also the dealership responsibilities. Because back in the 70s and even later, even late 80s, now all the dealerships, it's like whatever, whatever. But back, the further back you go, the more prevalent it was. The Detroit Auto Show, the LA Auto Show, the New York Auto Show. These were all huge events, right? So the dealerships were supported from the manufacturers. Now it's just kind of like this big mess of whatever. But so like Chevy would support their dealers. They would put on this huge show. They would support their dealers. So they also underrated the horsepower to protect the dealerships. Oh yeah, Yamaha RZ350 imported with the reed valves. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Motorcycles were huge for that too, but the car world was big with that too. But yeah, the motorcycle world, they're even still doing that today. Literally, if you just tune the engine of a motorcycle or a four wheeler or a boat, you will gain so much because everything the motorcycle world, ATV world, so on and so on and so on. That's where the EPA started into. Now, this is what I've read. I don't know how factual it is, but this is what I've read. That's where they started into the engine manufacturing EPA guidelines. Was through the ATV recreation department or whatever you want to call it, I guess. But yeah, that was heavily done, and even today it's heavily done in. That's what they did, Bob. That's seriously what they did. Before it left the manufacturer, well, when they were in the creation part of it, they would get it tuned the best that they could run. It would run forever, idle all day long. It would run down the road at 110 miles an hour, cool as a cucumber, blah blah blah. But before they could actually sell it, they had to, basically knock like 200 horsepower, whatever, 50 horsepower, whatever it was, so the EPA would actually pass it, and then the insurance company wouldn't let them sell it. It was stupid. It was dumb. The political game back then was just dumb. I mean, you think it's bad now, but could you imagine, like, a lot of us, I mean, Steven's probably watched it happen because he's a few years older than myself and Bob, but it was just every engine does it. The Max Force does it. I don't know about Volvo or anything like that, but yeah, Cummins does it. Yeah, yep. But yeah, every diesel engine does it. Cummins, Detroit. Um, I don't know about, like I said, I don't know about Volvo or Mac, but I know Caterpillar did it for the longest time before they stopped making diesel engines, or not, truck engines, I should say. Um, but yeah, they all do it. Even today, they still do it. That's why when you like, if you buy a truck, I always tell people it's once you get that 50,000 miles mark, once it's kind of quote unquote broke in, go back to the dealership because every engine on the market, every diesel engine in a big truck on the market has what they call a heavy haul program. Some manufacturers are going to call it something different, but it all relates to the same thing. You unlock all the potential horsepower in that engine. Why do you ask? For many reasons. One is you make that engine last longer. You're not starting it for fuel. Fucking dogs. But so you got longevity, fuel mileage. The engine doesn't have to work as hard. Trust me, it's true. It is so true. Um, the other thing is your sanity. You won't have to sit there and let every grandma and grandpa in a wheelchair, motorized, hover around, whatever the hell you want to call it, blow by you in the left lane. Um, there's many, 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 many reasons. You're going to save on oil change. You're going to save on longevity. You're going to save on wear and tear. You're going to save on fuel. You're going to save on your sanity. The list goes on and on and on. Oh yeah, 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 Bob. And if you would have drove it even more, I you probably would have seen sixes and sevens relatively soon. Um, and like I said, no joke. I was getting six and a half high sixes with a 1200 horsepower to the ground engine. No joke. It was 1200 horsepower to the ground, and I was seeing six and a half sevens all day long, pulling a parachute. 300-inch wheelbase, slammed to the ground, all the air catching items on it you can put on it, and the big old W9. I was getting high sixes and low sevens, so you can't tell me these engineers and these truck dealerships and these big mega companies can't sit here and tell me that you'll never see you'll waste more money and blah 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 blah. Yeah, no, nope. I was seeing 8.5 at 63, 7.1 at 70. Yeah, and that's the funny thing is you can't drive the way you want to drive. You have to drive the way the truck wants you to drive. The truck has to talk to the engine. The engine, the engine and transmission have to work together. The drive line and the engine and the transmission have to work together. So you got to get that happy medium, and you'll know it. You'll know it because everything will sound perfect. It won't make any more rattles. It won't make any more chugs. It won't work as hard. It won't lay off the gas when you're going. Everything will just it'll just perfect. Yeah, you got to find that happy zone. Granted, you might have to run 70 miles an hour to find it. Most trucks, Cummins or Cats, even Detroit's, 66 to 69, somewhere in there is that happy zone. No, your truck might be different. Like Bob's, he was 70 miles an hour and he was seeing good fuel mileage. For mine, somewhere between that 66 and 68 miles an hour, 69 miles an hour, everything just kind of leveled out. It rode smooth. It pulled. I didn't have to work. There was no bangs. There was no clunks. There was no chugs. There was nothing. There was nothing. It was just right down the road. And once you find that happy zone, you got to stick in it. You stay in it. I mean, yeah, you can spin the wheels at 80 miles an hour all you want, but you're just hurting yourself in the long run. No, there again. See, this is another video I wanted to talk about too. Fuel mileage. Everybody's worried about fuel mileage. Yes. Yep. Yep. Well, plus that too, they were also. I think the federal government came in, and their insurance, well, because they're self-insured now. Well, they have been for a while, but I think the government came to their insurance company and said, "Listen, you're starting to become a road hazard. You need to bump it up." And when they bumped it up, they actually found out they were getting better fuel mileage. They weren't breaking down as much. Yeah, everything was a plus. So I think that was kind of a two thing. They seen the benefits, but I think they were forced to see the benefits. But I don't know. I'm just a peon truck driver. But here's the other thing too is, for the average owner operator, I've got a bunch of friends, well, so-called friends, that have one truck, and they are so hell bent on getting the best fuel mileage they can. It doesn't matter. If you have one truck, it doesn't matter. Yes, getting good fuel mileage is how is the battery low? How how is the battery low? Okay, well, apparently my battery is dying, and we're probably gonna have to shut this off soon. But just real quick, if you own one truck and you're getting in the sixes, high fives, low sixes, consider yourself good. Don't worry about fuel mileage. I mean, don't hurt your fuel mileage, but don't worry about your fuel mileage because high fives to low sixes to high sixes to low sevens, there isn't that much of a difference in income in your pocket. It doesn't matter. Now, when you're getting low fives and high sixes, or low sixes, high fives to low sixes to nines, which I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. I mean, you're going to see nines, but it's going to come back down to eights. I don't. I have yet to be proven that a truck can maintain nines and tens all day long. Yeah, okay, I get it. My battery's low. Why? What? Just can you please charge? Please? You're not charging. Shit. I've been yet to prove wrong, or prove it is plugged in. I think the cord is. And I don't have another cord down here, so by the time I find it, you guys are gonna get bored, and it's gonna be dead anyways. So I'm literally like down to 9% battery. Oh, maybe I fixed it. Maybe I fixed it. We'll see. But if you're getting tens, first of all, I don't believe you. I need to physically see the proof. And I'm not talking, oh, we just clipped 10 and then it dropped back down again. No. You're going to claim you get tens. I need days and days and days of a log of tens because I don't believe it. I'm sorry. And you can show this to every manufacturer in the country. I don't care. I don't believe it. Okay, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. It's dropping back. It's now down to 8%. If you're a single truck owner, truck owner, and you're getting low, high fives to low sixes, be done. Because that difference is not going to make a big difference. Don't let that get into your head. The Dave Nemos or the whoever from Road Dog or whatever company, they're on a completely different playing field than you as an individual truck owner. Don't listen to them. That's why I wish Road Dog would get rid of the radio station because none of it affects you or me. They're talking big companies or 10 or 20, 30 trucks, not the single truck owner. So if you have one truck and you're getting high fives and low sixes, you're good. You're making the best money you possibly can make if you're working. Okay, yeah, we're down to like 5%. I will try and email you video. I got 5 more days in the Baby P, and then I start at the truck stop. I will be the pass man. Sweet. All right, listen. Okay, we're back up to 7%. This is not going to work. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. Again, merch store is going to be down below. Look in the about section. Do whatever. Go to last week's stream. Whatever. But it will be down in the description as soon as it gets posted. You want merch? There you go. If you want to join the join thingy, that's down here. Somewhere down here. What else? Well, obviously you can't do super chat whatever. Show ideas. You want to. Okay, stop with the low battery thing. Okay, we're down to 3%. All right, guys, listen. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. Yeah, I'll see you Wednesday. If not, we'll see you Sunday. All right? Peace. What? GTA stream? I wish I could stream, but my internet won't. It's still not enough bandwidth. And I don't think the streaming thing, I don't think it's my anyways, long story. Anyways, I'll see